There's a meme where, and I'll show it, pull it up, that Spider-Man, it's three Spider-Man pointing at each other. It's like, hey,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They got it. They
They do.
they have to absolutely put the Spider-Man meme in there. All right, y'all, we back real quick. Real quick. We're gonna run through this couple of things that happened this week in the film world. Well, this has been this last 2 weeks. Let's start with Spider-Man trailer. Far From Home. No, not Far From Home. No Way Home? Yeah, that came out. That dropped this week. It was No Way Home with trailer.
That trailer was so dope.
So let's just go with quick thoughts on it real quick. Yeah, I agree. The trailer was really dope. I already knew what was gonna happen. I kind of predicted that's what everything's going with DC and Disney and their people, that we're gonna go through this multi-dimensional thing.
Mm-hmm.
I liked it. I did like the trailer. I thought it was very dope. I like the interesting take on seeing Peter, his identity being exposed to everybody,
Right.
and how he's gonna go through that. I hope they kind of flush that out a little bit more in the story, because I like to see more of that, like how a day in the life of Peter Parker being Spider-Man, how everybody reacts to that,
Right.
especially him being in school.
Mm-hmm.
I think that'd be dope. I also would like to see, they have to absolutely put the Spider-Man meme in there, where you have three, because there's gonna be, okay, so this sets up basically for Andrew Garfield, the second Spider-Man, and Tobey Maguire, the first Spider-Man. They're supposed to be, it's been rumored that they're going to be in this movie, appear in this too, and you may not even see it in the trailers. It might just be in the movie. But because you know Dr. Octopus, he was from the first Spider-Man, the Tobey
Right.
Maguire version.
Yeah, that blew my mind.
Yeah,
Like, this is
yeah,
crazy. I was like,
yeah.
am I missing something?
Yeah, so with your ear to the streets, yes, he's gonna be, so that these other ones can be brought into it, and I really like where they can go with this. But the meme, there's a meme where, and I'll show it, pull it up, that Spider-Man, it's three Spider-Man pointing at each other. It's like, hey,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They got it. They
do.
they have to do that. So I think I seen that on like Shade Room or something. Fuck Shade Room. But anyway, I seen it on something that was like, they have to do this meme, and I absolutely agree. They absolutely have to do
Yeah.
that meme of them in there. And the trailer, I have one question, and then I have expectations hopes for, they can do a lot now, because now you can now, like for Black Panther, you can replace Chadwick Boseman now with a different version of
This
Black
is
Panther.
true.
Because now if you open up different dimensions in different places, Chadwick Boseman may not be the Black Panther. They even have this thing on Disney Plus called What If, and it talks about what if maybe Chadwick Boseman was Star Lord, or what if Peggy Carter was the first Avenger. So there's a lot they can play within this, and I kind of like that.
Mm-hmm.
But it also brings up a question, and my question is, wasn't the dimensions already, if you've watched Loki and watched Endgame, didn't they already open up other dimensions?
I think at the end of Loki, that's what was happening.
Right. Yeah. 'Cause with Kang the Conqueror.
I'm not sure if these even collide. I mean,
I
I
think
don't
they
know
do.
what's going on at all. I don't know if what's his name, Doctor Strange. I don't know if something he did contributed to what happened at the end of Loki too. I don't know
Yeah.
if this is happening at the same time. I don't know.
Yeah. And that's my question. But I was like, why y'all keep, like, every movie or show y'all redoing what y'all already kind of established in Endgame? Endgame established that y'all can open up different dimensions now, because if you go, they said time doesn't work this way. It's not linear. If you go back in time, you are creating a new timeline now. So basically, you're creating, in other words, a new dimension. I mean, I could be wrong, but I was like, well, why are we did this with Endgame, we did it with Loki. Now you're doing it again with Doctor Strange and Spider-Man. So who is starting this? What the fuck is going on? Are we gonna, what I'm saying? Is Loki just for TV world, and Spider-Man and Endgame is just for movie world? But it's still kind of like, who started it? Where's the origin? How y'all gonna do this going forward? That kind of confused me on that.
It is confusing, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's all playing together, if they're is going to be another end game. You know what I'm saying to this
Yeah,
to all of this.
yeah. And I don't know who the end guy is going to be. It should be Kang. From Loki, I would think it would be Kang because Kang's supposed to be this very uh, powerful person.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know. I know Spider-Man's villains are supposed to be the Sinister Six. I'm thinking they might show up in this movie because you have Doc Ock, Sandman, then you got Electro's confirmed to be coming back, played by Jamie Foxx. This is gonna be a huge movie. This is gonna be a huge
Yeah.
movie. I
Sick.
hope they bring Miles Morales into
Okay.
this with Childish Gambino playing him or somebody playing. Miles Morales was the guy who played. You seen the cartoon? What's the cartoon Spider-Man called? Jesus Christ!
I haven't seen it.
You got to check that. Oh, that's like probably one of the best Spider-Man, the best Spider-Man movie.
Oh wait,
Miles Morales. You got. I can't. It's slipping my mind right now.
with the black Spider-Man.
With the Black Spider-Man,
I have seen it. I
yeah,
have seen
it's
it.
a bad. They have Spider Pig and all them. I'm sorry, I can't remember the name of it, but um, I'm hoping they not bring the cartoon, but the actual version of the Black Spider-Man in. That would be dope too.
Hmm.
Everybody talking about Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield, but the Black Miles Morales, that would be great. Him out there with a Spider-Man suit with the J's on,
Yeah.
looking like
Yeah.
that dude who be dancing on Instagram. That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy. Yeah, but back to the trailer. I thought the trailer was brilliant. It just gets me
Mhm.
hyped for what I already was kind of expecting, but it really does give me hype.
I'm gonna watch it again.
Yeah.
I need to see exactly. So much going on. It was
Mhm.
yeah, it blew my mind once I saw Dr. Octopus, and then it was just I I don't know what to think about it.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what's about to happen. Like
Yeah.
what's happening. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. I'll say this: Marvel got me back. They got
Okay.
they. I ain't gonna say they got me back, but they trying to draw me back in. They trying to draw me back in with the. They trying to draw me back in.
So I have a question. Compared to, because you've seen pretty much all of the Spider-Man movies,
I've seen all of them, every last one.
the comics.
Not all the comics, but
Okay, okay. But how would you compare just from the trailer, or even just from the last Spider-Man movie? How would you compare that to the old Spider-Man movies, the cartoon movie, the comics, whatever you have seen? Like, what would
what do you,
you
that's
compare this
look, that's
new age
impossible.
Spider-Man?
That's almost impossible to compare because there's so many variations of Spider-Man. You have
Yeah.
Ultimate Spider-Man, the Amazing Spider-Man, Spectacular Spider-Man. You have Miles Morales. You have so many different variations of Spider-Man.
Well,
I think he's might be the most fleshed out character in comic books. I mean, you correct me if I'm
this
wrong,
is
but I
probably
think he
true.
is, and he has the most villains. So Spider-Man is a beloved character. I think I can only compare on screen
Mhm.
on screen. My favorite Spider-Man is this one.
Okay.
My favorite Spider-Man is Tom Holland only because I want to see a person who looks like they're actually 16 and play the not this
Yeah.
30-year-old guy playing him and not this which was Tobey Maguire, not this gothic
Yeah.
guy playing Spider-Man who's sarcastic and all this. I want Spider-Man to be this kid who's learning how to become Spider-Man, who's awkward, who doesn't really get it, who has to go through so much, he
Mhm.
has to go through a lot. And I really do like this one. I think the best Spider-Man may have been Toby, but I would still give it to Tom Holland. I think he has to go through the
Yeah.
growing pains. It's gonna be weird. It's gonna be awkward. You're not gonna like everything about him. But growing with Tom Holland, everybody's gonna look back and be like, "Yo, this is the best. This is probably the best Spider-Man."
Okay.
So I think he has the best potential um, going forward, and I think he's the best just version of Spider-Man because we've still seen him through his high school years, which is when you really love Spider-Man before he gets to Mary Jane and before he gets to all the other stuff in the future, so with
Right.
Venom and all the other stuff. So I really do, yeah. I like the potential. I'll say that,
Okay. That's a good
and
word for it.
yeah, I
'Cause
like what he can potentially become.
I think it's
I'm excited.
interesting that they're finally using Spider-Man in the entire, universe. Like in the all of the movies now.
hmm
Now you see Doctor Strange in this movie.
hmm
Was there someone from the comics that was in the last movie with
In the last Spider-Man
Tom?
movie,
Yeah,
I
like
mean,
they did with Doctor Strange in this one.
not from you talking about from the Marvel Cinematic Universe, like another like Tony Stark. No,
Yeah.
there wasn't. The first one, Tony Stark was in it. The
Oh yeah,
second
just
one,
Tony Stark. You're right. You're right.
Tony Stark wasn't in the second one though. He wasn't the only person happy, but that don't he don't he's always in all of them. Yeah, I don't think off top right now, I can't think of anybody that was in the second one.
From the
That was
Avengers, I
from
mean.
Avengers. Yeah, I know what you meant.
Um,
No, nobody else was in it.
yeah, I don't think so. So I
Yeah,
think it's pretty cool that they're doing it now with Tom Holland.
yeah.
I
I
think,
think he's perfect.
and my favorite of all of the movies, it was Civil War. Like I just
Yeah,
love it,
yeah.
and Tom Holland, he did his thing.
He
He
did
was
his thing.
funny.
Yeah. And to piggyback off what you're saying, I think it was perfect because it captures him being new and still being this kid
Yeah.
who's like thrown into adult situations. And we never got that before. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? So it's still him figuring it out. You really have 3 movies of him still figuring it out. Whereas Tobey
Mhm.
Maguire had maybe 30 minutes of figuring it out, then he becomes Spider-Man, and he pretty much got it down by the second movie.
Pretty much.
So Tom Holland, it's perfect because Civil War was him figuring out he's a fan of Captain America. He doesn't really want to fight them. He's like, yo, these are people I see on
Right.
TV. It's like
Right.
you've been thrown into, say you're a basketball fan and you're thrown into a game and you're playing against LeBron. You're like, hey LeBron, and you're like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to really
Yeah.
like play you like a new guy who's 18 coming into the league. You're playing against all your stars right now. You may be the number one recruit, but at the same time, you're still this innocent kid who loves these guys, but you got to play against them, and you're really
Yeah.
talented. You know what I mean?
And
And they looking at
whooping
you
them
like
too.
food. Yeah,
Yeah.
right,
He
right.
doing his thing.
He doing his thing. So I that's why I say I love the potential. I love what they're doing because it's such a Spider-Man thing. It's
Mhm.
such a Spider-Man thing. I love Tom Holland. Tom Holland is a great pick. He incorporates everything into Spider-Man, and you still feel the innocence and everything in him. Even granted, I don't like the second movie, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, to answer your question, I do like I said, I think yeah, the potential. I
Yeah,
like the potential.
sure. What do you think about Zendaya
Uh,
playing
in what way?
playing Jane? What is it?
She's perfect.
Who's she playing again?
She's playing
What's the girl?
MJ. I don't know
MJ.
if
Yeah,
she's
yeah,
actually
yeah.
playing Mary Jane though. I don't get it. I don't know what they're doing. I think it's kind of like she's playing Mary Jane, but I'm not sure.
Is
I hope she is.
yeah.
In the comics, he doesn't meet MJ until later in being Spider-Man. So at the beginning, he meets Gwen Stacy like they did with Andrew Garfield, and then MJ is later on. He ends up marrying her. This one, he kind of, I don't know. They kind of didn't say is Mary. I guess she is Mary Jane. Let's say she is. But Zendaya is a beautiful girl. I think, and I love her as an actress. I like her sarcasm. I think she's kind of. I think I like her. The first movie, I was like,
Yeah, the first movie was kind
it was,
of.
yeah.
I need to see it again. I vaguely remember.
No, the first movie was good. I'm talking about her. Her.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I didn't take her as being the love interest, but she grew on me a lot. I think I really do. Like, it depends on how she how it happens in this movie because I like her not being the damsel in distress. I actually like that. Like, not all the time. Like, she isn't in his way of being
Right.
who he is, and she's not a damsel in distress. She's kind of just like there, like whatever you need, but I'm still going like, you know what I mean? So I kind of
Yeah.
want to see more of her being MJ, like what she gonna do in the future. Because I don't want her to be a damsel in distress, but at the same time, I don't want her to be like, oh, I can kick ass too, because that's not what MJ does. So, but Zendaya is dope. I think as an actress, I trust her going forward now.
Right.
She definitely got my trust. So, yeah.
I like Zendaya.
I like her too. I do like her too. But yeah, man, I love the trailer. The trailer's great. It gets a 10 out of 10 for me. Okay, it's a trailer. Great trailer. I don't want to see any more. I don't think I'm looking at anything anymore.
Right.
I don't even want to see. I know it's gonna be on the internet. I don't want to see Andrew Garfield. I don't want to see Tobey Maguire. I don't want to see if Miles Morales comes out. I just want the movie to come out and just enjoy it. Even though it comes out 4 days after my birthday. So yeah, I know what my birthday is. So that's gonna be, yeah, I'm going to the movie. I might do something special for that. Cause
Okay.
yeah. Cause Spider-Man is their OG. So I don't know yet. We'll see. I'll let y'all know. I'll let y'all know right on podcast.
Man.
Would you give
Like
it?
I
I
said.
mean, I don't really want to rate a trailer. If you want to, you can. But
Oh no, the trailer is bomb. I don't mind giving it a 10 out of
Yeah.
10 as long as they don't come out with another trailer giving more details.
They will.
They don't need to do that.
They will. Nah, they will.
They
They
don't
will.
need to do that.
They
This
will.
was teaser enough.
They will. They definitely will. They're gonna play the whole plot out in the trailer. You gonna know the Sinister Six. You gonna know who all gonna be in it. Yeah. So
As long as the movie itself meets expectations, that's all. I
I
don't want to
agree.
get my hopes up, but I do feel like it has great potential, like you said.
Yeah, I think it does. I think it does, and I think you have a potential to bring a lot of people back and do a lot of things with it now. So
Hmm.
should be interesting. It should be interesting. So, but yeah, that's our thoughts on the trailer, guys. Appreciate you guys tuning in. We gonna get to the next topic. I want to get to one more topic,
Okay.
but for now, y'all tune into the Right Podcast. Subscribe, and yeah, we out. But